Stadium has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Monday. 180. Monday. You ain't going nowhere. Monday. All right, here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 22-yard line.
Check 49. Check.
Who do you want?
Here's Rosen. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
What screen? Check 13. Hey, alert. Hey, Alpha.
And now it's Rosen looking. And he hits Drake. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down, Dolphins.
Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Bills' 10-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You can't block me.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you. Middle. Don't get nervous.
Kill. Watch twist. 49.
Hey, alert.
Here's Hunt. Able to power through. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Drop deep.
Punk, Monday.
58, boy. 58.
Hey, orbit.
58's the mic. Punk, Monday.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
On third down, here's Hunt. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a first. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on fourth and about a foot? And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Safe. Check 99. Check 99. Let's go. Motion.
They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Wahoo. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. But it'll be second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Heavy, give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check. Crunch.
Jackson throwing again. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check. Lucky. Hey, watch it. Over. Roy. Mike's 49.
Hey, watch this.
Now Rosen. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Bang. Hug. Hey, Echo.
On second down, it's Hunt, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
5-7.
I got you. I got you. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party.
Rosen on 1st and 10. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Taywan Taylor. Strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
To throw is Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Dolphins 7, Bills nothing.
On 2nd down, Love. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Go to base.
Hey, tighten down.
Come on.
Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Come on.
You better bring it.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Okay. Check. Switch. Slam.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
Come on, baby. Let's
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the set. Mike 51. Mike 51. Pick it up. Pick it up.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 42 yards.
Bills. First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Bryce Love, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after is good, and we are tied at 7.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 49.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
Check 52.
Shift.
Hey, alert. One down. Buzz.
Rosen will throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, watch the screen.
Alert.
Check nickel.
Go.
Mike 53. Mike. You got double up.
Hey, alert.
Mike. 53 is the Mike.
Better bring it.
Now Rosen looking to throw.
Right now, you better bring.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Hey, Mike 50, let go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
I'm going back to you.
Looking sideline, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check. 61. Match box.
Here's Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Third down and 11.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
180.
Mike, 49.
Alert, alert, alert.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hug.
Mike, 49.
Here's Rosen to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's in. Complete.
Intended for Devontae Parker. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
He's mine.
Hey, alert, alert.
58, 58's Mike. You're not ready. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Alert.
To throw is Rosen. Got his man. It's Hayford. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Go. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Love. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Get it together, defense. Let's get it real.
Big edge.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And able to find John Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and it's a 2nd down. Well, the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Switch. Check 31. Hayward. He's in there. 59. Mike's 59.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Put it right.
Jackson, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, defense. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. I got him. Mike 51. Man. Hot seven. Go, Mike 51.
Jackson will throw again.
Big stop, G.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Monday. Hey, Charlie.
58's the Mike. Yeah. He don't want none. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Hey, they scared. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
80.
Now it's Rosen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Slam. Check 24. Check. Go. 58's the mic. 58.
Monday.
Rip right. And 58 is the mic. Go 58.
Hey, Zoo.
Let's go. Pick it up, D. 58's the mic. 58's the mic.
What do you got?
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. For Davius White on the coverage.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. This is taken at the 23.
Come on, fellas.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
He's coming. He's coming. Double up. Deuce. SOS. Squeeze.
On 1st down, here's Love.
Undercut.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Stop talking now, boy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, keep it up.
Check 50. Go. Check 52's the mic. Exit.
Here's Jackson. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Mike, 49. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
On 1st down. Hunt. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, quarter.
Switch!
Hey, alert, alert!
Mike 49!
Here's a 2nd and 7. Open man is Howard, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they weren't able to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Quarter. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, D. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Let's go, D.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Flush to his right. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills take over.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Here we go.
He's coming. We got double up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Mike 52. Hey, let's go.
Jackson down. Going to throw again. He's going deep for Brown. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run again with Hunt. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Tonight, 180.
Mike 49. Blue Dan, blue.
Quarter.
On 1st down, Drake. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Monday.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To that 180.
49's the mic.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
49.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hug.
Smooth. Mike's 49. I'm coming. 49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerome Baker able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson finding Knox there, complete.
Jackson's pass complete to Dawson Knox. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. 59. He can't hang.
Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
52's the mic, boys, 52. In your face.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
They run right side with Hunt. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Three bud. Shit.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower. That front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That's 180.
49's the mic. 3 bud.
The give running right, Drake. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
22, Jet, bomber. 22, Jet, bomber.
And let's pin the mirrors back.
Off, street. Hurry.
Jackson on first down. Jones has it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
At the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Completes it to Lee. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
180.
So we got man.
Monday.
Mike's 49.
Hey, Haywood. Blue draw Corkers.
49. 49's a Mike. 49's a Mike. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Sponge.
Hey, quarter.
No.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I'm going to run you over.
Hug.
Out. Ringo.
They run again with Hunt. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked up by Xavier Howard, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Hunt. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the Bills' 30-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now it's Hunt. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Dolphins, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.